Left field. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Utah, Jones. Jones at shortstop. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 10, Adam Sasser. Sasser at first base. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 24, Jeff Chandler. Chandler in right field. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 13, John Michael Fail. Fail catching. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 20, Sean Parsons. Parsons, the designated hitter. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 9, Connor Driscoll. Driscoll at third base. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 19, Josh Center. Center in center field. And on the mound for the Crusaders, number 11, Michael Giacone. Giacone pitching. Your Crusaders are managed by fifth-year head coach Landon Powell. He is assisted by pitching coach John Kudlangas, assistant coach Tyler Jackson, graduate assistant Matt Williams, and undergraduate assistants Hunter Dilworth, Ben Hill, Ryan Brown, and Eric Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for our invocation. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to play this great game of baseball. We thank you for the parents and the grandparents of these young men who have sacrificed much of their time and resources over the years so their son or grandson can compete on this field today. But more important than any game, we are most grateful for the sacrifice your son made for all of us so that we can be free. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to Ray and B. Dillard Field as we await the first pitch for Game 2 of this series between North Greenville and Barton College.
Bulldogs, the center fielder, Jacob Marcos.
First batter for Barton will be Jacob Marcos, batting .367 coming into this game today. And he watches that one go by high. Pitcher for North Greenville today is Michael Giacone, 2-0 on the season with a 2.4 ERA. And that one is in there for the first strike of the game. Batters are only batting .170 against Giacone on the season. He swings through that one to make the count 1-2. Marcos calls time. He awaits the 2-2 pitch. And he swings through it. As the first batter that Giacone will see will strike out to record the first out of the day. It's a very cold and misty one here at Ray and B. Dillard Field. As now Troy Maslowski will come up to bat, a senior and right fielder. He swings through that one to make it 0-1. And that'll make the count 0-2. He'll wait the 0-2 pitch. And he'll watch that curveball go high. A little bit of a waste pitch there. Probably don't want to miss high on a curveball, though. And the 1-2 pitch will get popped up high in the infield. And that'll be out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Giacone. Is now stepping into the batter's box to be Gatlin Pate. And he'll watch that first pitch go high to make the count 1-0. That one will be fired in there for strike 1. And he'll watch that go low to make the count 2-1. Swings through that one to make the count 2-2. Giacone producing a lot of swing and misses to start out the game, as he already has 1 strikeout. The chance to get a second one right here. And he swings through that one. So Giacone faces 3 batters and gets 2 strikeouts, and that'll end the top of the first as we head to the bottom of the first inning here in Tigerville, South Carolina. Leading off for the Crusaders will be the second baseman, Jeremy Whitehead. And this might take a little bit. I'm going to just go over some of the notable batting averages. So Whitehead batting .629 here after just 9 games. But, I mean, after 9 games, that's still really good. And then we'll have in left field, batting second, Jared Williams, batting .485. Batting third, playing shortstop, Utah Jones, batting .405. Batting cleanup, first baseman, Adam Sasser, leading the team in home runs with 6 and batting .389 on the season. Then in right field, we have Jeffrey Chandler, batting .268. Catching, we have John Michael Fail, batting .520 on the season. The DH will be Sean Parsons, batting .211. Third baseman will be batting 8th, third baseman Connor Driscoll, batting .154. And in center field, batting 9th, will be Josh Center. And today they'll be facing Colby Schimmel, right-handed pitcher. So leading off will be Jeremy Whitehead, just a sophomore. Leads the team in triples, batting average, hits. He'll watch that one outside for ball 1. That one misses as well to make the count 2-0. And he'll pop that one up. And Jacob Marcos will be there to make the first out of the bottom of the first. Now coming to the bat would be Jared Williams, the senior, batting .45 on the season so far. I'll watch that one for a strike. Miss outside to make the count 1-1. The 1-2 pitch. He chases that curveball in the dirt, or in the turf, to make the second out of the inning. So now coming up with 2 outs here in the inning will be shortstop Utah Jones. Utah Jones leads the team in doubles with 5 as he watches that first one go by for ball 1. This one's grounded to the shortstop. And both pitchers make quick work, both pitchers only facing 3 batters, as we will head into Leading off for Barton will be Colby Warren to start the top of the second as the first pitch is a ball. Let's see if Giacone can carry the heat he was throwing in the first inning. That one's in there for strike one. That one misses inside. Swings through that one. So that brings up the count to be 2-2. As Giacone looks for another strikeout, and he gets it. That'll be his third of the game out of the 4 batters he's faced. There's one out here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Hunter Paree. That one's in there for strike one. That's in there as well. Giacone just firing in strikes here to start off the game. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Just misses on the outside to make the count 1-2. And now even it up at 2-2. And that's grounded right back to Giacone. He'll just flip it to first to get the easy second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Barton's designated hitter, Juan Martinez, batting .333 on the season. As the first pitch misses inside for ball one. That one catches the inside corner to even it up at 1-1. He swings through the off speed. Giacone now has the opportunity to get his 4th strikeout of the game. Here with this 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Martinez just fouls it off to stay alive and keep the count at 1-2. And that misses high. The count will even up at 2-2. Just gets a piece of that one. That missed high and outside. Martinez just staying alive. that'll be Giacone's 4th strikeout in the first 6 batters he's faced, as we'll head to the bottom of the 2nd here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Leading off the inning here for North Greenville will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Sasser. Leads the team in home runs with 6.
Adam Sasser.
That first one misses to make the count 1-0. That one's ripped to right field. That'll be a base hit. It's the first hit of the day. Comes in the hands of Adam Sasser. He's now at the runner on first. Jeffrey Chandler Jr. will come up to bat.
Now batting the right fielder number 24, Jeffrey Chandler Jr.
He shows a bunt and pitches in there for strike 1. And that one's ripped and gets past the third baseman. There'll now be runners on first and second here with no outs.
Now batting number 13, the catcher.
Now bring up John Michael Fail. He has a runner in scoring position. Batting .520 on the season. With 4 home runs, highest slugging percentage on the team. So that first pitch misses high. comes the 1-1 pitch from Schimmel. The curveball misses inside. Now make it 2-1. That'll miss high. So now Schimmel has to be careful here because you don't want to have the bases loaded with no outs, but you don't want to give Fail something easy to hit. And that misses high. And that'll load up the bases here with no outs. And I'll bring up the designated hitter, Sean Parsons.
Now batting the designated hitter number 20, Sean Parsons.
A swing through the first pitch. Parsons with just 3 RBIs on the season so far, but could double that number with 1 in the gap. It's the 0-1 pitch. He swung through to make the count 0-2. And he'll swing through that one to make the first out of the inning. Because now a double play could end it after loading it up with no outs. As Connor Driscoll will come up to the plate.
Now batting the third baseman number 9, Connor Driscoll.
And Driscoll with no RBIs on the season. He watches that one miss high. So Driscoll with a perfect opportunity to tally a RBI here. That one's fouled off. Now even the count at 1-1. This is low. Olsen does a good job of blocking it. Again, it's a all-turf field, so a ball in the dirt for the catcher is a lot more predictable than on dirt. It's a 2-1 pitch. Will be ripped over the second baseman's head. That'll bring in a run. And Driscoll will get his first RBI of the season. The bases will still be loaded for the 9-hole hitter, Josh Center.
Stepping in, the center fielder number 19, Josh Center.
Tried to crush that one. I'll just foul tip it for strike 1. Watch that one miss low. So this is game 1 of the doubleheader today. This game will go 7 innings, and the second game will be 9 innings, unless this game goes above 7 innings, and then the second game will be 7 innings. And that one is caught by the third baseman. So now with 2 outs, they'll bring up North Greenville's leader in batting average, Jeremy Whitehead. First pitch misses low. That one catches the corner to even it up at 1-1. That one's hit hard but foul. So it's looking bad for Barton. Start off the inning loading the bases with no outs, but if Schimble could get out of this with giving up just 1 run, he's got to be happy about that. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. The curveball will miss low and get past the catcher. And he flips it to home, but the pitcher wasn't covering and ends up hitting the base runner. As another run will score. On the pass ball. That'll make the count 2-2. As North Greenville's now scored 2 runs and has runners on second and third. And that'll be hit right to the first baseman, and he'll take the out at first base. So North Greenville scores 2 runs.
Shortstop, JoJo Allen.
Leading off the inning for Barton will be the shortstop, JoJo Allen, batting .320 on the season. He swings through the first one to make the count 0-1. Giacone already with 4 strikeouts. That one misses high. JoJo Allen tries to check his swing, but gets a piece of the ball. That'll make the count 1-2. As Giacone will now look for his 5th strikeout. That'll miss high and outside. And he'll get it. His 5th strikeout of the game out of just 7 batters. Now Braden Olson will come in to bat. No one misses high and outside. That's in there to even it up at 1-1. That's swung through. That'll make the count 1-2. Another strikeout opportunity here for Giacone. That'll be fouled. That's strikeout number 6. He's now here with 2 outs. We'll see the 9th hitter, Sean Harrison. First pitch is in there. Again, Giacone just firing in strikes. That'll miss high to even it up at 1-1. Again, another one swung through. So Giacone with the opportunity to strike out the side. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that just misses outside. This is how even it up at 2-2. Very close pitch there. He fires in the 2-2 pitch. And that'll be strikeout number 7. Giacone makes quick work that inning with 3 strikeouts as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Leading off the inning here for North Greenville will be the left fielder, Jared Williams. Struck out his first at bat. That one misses. Beautiful curveball in there for strike one. He swings at another curveball to make the count 1-2. Is that 3 curveballs in a row? As he looks at that one in the turf to even it up at 2-2. And that one misses inside. Now fill it up at 3-2. That one is hit to right field, and nobody will come up with it. They'll fire it into second, and that'll go down as a single, I believe. It's kind of perfectly placed in between the second baseman and right fielder.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Utah Jones.
So I'll bring up Utah Jones with the runner on first after the leadoff single. The first pitch will miss high. Jared Williams steals second. That'll go down as his 5th stolen base on 5 attempts. Comes the 1-1 pitch. So that's popped to left field, but that'll be foul. Lands on top of the batting cages and along the left field line. So 1-2 pitch misses outside to even it up at 2-2. That's a low pitch, but it's popped out to the right fielder. He'll throw it to third, and that'll move Jared Williams over to third. Now with 1 out, Adam Sasser will come up to the plate.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Adam Sasser.
First pitch misses inside for ball 1. That pitch will miss high and make the count 2-0. He swings through that one to make the count 2-1. Not many fans here behind home plate. So they've all migrated to the tents placed by the North Greenville. Very convenient here on a cold and rainy day like we always have lately. As the 2-1 pitch is swung at and fouled off. Evens it up at 2-2. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Now bring up Jeffrey Chandler Jr. with a runner on third and 2 outs.
Number 24, Jeffrey Chandler Jr.
Swings at a pitch in the dirt. That one's hit to the third baseman, but it's bobbled. That'll bring in a run. So Jeffrey Chandler Jr. reaches on an error and drives in a run. And I'll bring up the catcher, John Michael Fail. Batting .520 on the season, walked his first at bat. And that first pitch misses. That'll be a wild pitch. That'll move the runner to second. It's now runner in scoring position for Fail. So he could drive in another run here in the bottom of the third. Beautiful curveballs in there for strike one. The mist has stopped a little bit. It's still misting, but not as bad as it was in the first and second inning. There's another curveball missed low, and the runner will try to get to third, and it'll go into left field, and that'll bring in another run. So it's now 2 unearned runs for North Greenville this inning. count will be 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is fouled off, and that'll fill up the count. The pitch will miss, and that'll put another runner on for North Greenville here with 2 outs. So I'll bring up the DH, Sean Parsons. With the runner on first and 2 outs. The first pitch misses low. And that'll make it 1-0. That ball's hit high. The third baseman will get under it and catch it to make the 3rd out of the inning. But not before North Greenville scores 2 more runs to make the score 4-0 here going into the top of the 4th inning here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Leading off the inning for the Bulldogs will be the top of the order, Jacob Marcos.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, the center fielder, Jacob Marcos.
Struck out his first at bat. The first pitch misses low. Swings through that one, like we've seen a lot today. That'll make the count 1-1. That one's hit to the first baseman. He'll take the easy out at first. So 1 quick out in the top of the 4th, and that'll bring up
the right fielder,
Troy Meslowski. That one is swung through. Now even up the count at 1-1. That one's in the turf for ball 2. That'll miss to make the count 3-1. Giacone in danger of surrendering his first base runner of the game. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And he'll walk him. So perfect game is no longer in play. Now there's a runner on first with 1 out. That one misses. First pitch to Gatlin Pate, who, like many others, struck out his first at bat. And he'll look to do something different here. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses inside. It makes the count 2-0. Catcher will come out to talk to his pitcher. Just doesn't have the same control as he's had all game. Doesn't seem like this inning. Just telling him to calm down. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Now miss outside to make the count 3-0. And that's 6 balls from Giacone in a row. And that'll be in there for strike 1. That misses high. So after not having a base runner the whole game, he walks 2 straight. They'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Colby Warren, who leads the team in home runs. As this 4-0 lead could get cut into real quick here. Catcher calls time. That one's ripped to shortstop, and they turn the double play, and that'll get him out of the inning. So just like that, when it looked like some trouble brewing up, North Greenville gets the double play and gets out of the inning. So after 2 walks, the score remains 4-0 heading into the bottom of the 4th here at Ray and B. Dillard Field.
the third baseman, number 9, Connor Driscoll.
Leading off the inning for North Greenville be the third baseman, Connor Driscoll. Had his first RBI this season in the second inning. As the first pitch will be popped up in the foul territory. And the catcher cannot come up with it, as he'll stay alive and get a second chance. Another beautiful curveball. In there for strike 2. Seems like every time Schimmel's thrown that curveball, he throws it again. He is throwing it a lot, and every time it's in there for a very pretty strike, or North Greenville batters chased it in the dirt. And that one gets past the third baseman. And that'll go down as a hit. So he leads off the inning with a single. Now bring up the 9-hitter, Josh Center. Here with the runner on first. No outs.
Stepping in the center field, number 19, Josh Center.
No action in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Josh Center fouls off a bunt. Remind you, this is a 7-inning game, so we're already more than halfway through. Pickoff move to first. And that pitch is in there to make the count 0-2. Another move to first, so he gets back easily. And another move. So he's watching Driscoll very closely. This one is fouled off. That curveball is popped up in foul territory, and the first baseman will come up with it. So that'll be the first out of the inning. So now we'll go to the top of the order with Jeremy Whitehead.
Stepping in to second baseman, number 8, Jeremy Whitehead.
He lays down a bunt. A beautiful play by the third baseman as they'll get him at first after a very close play. He'll move the runner over into scoring position here with 2 outs for Jared Williams. So Whitehead now 0 for 3 on the day. His batting average has dipped below 600. Which, you know, still pretty good. His batting average is around 580 now. As Jared Williams will come up with a 486 batting average. And the first pitch will be fouled off. It's an 0-1 pitch. Again, a beautiful curveball swung at to make the count 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball will miss low to make the count 1-2. That one misses low. Olsen does a great job of blocking it and keeping the runner at second. Misses high and outside, and they'll even up the count as Connor Driscoll steals third on that pitch. It's a 3-2 pitch. It's a curveball, misses inside. Puts runners on the corners here with 2 outs. For the shortstop, Utah Jones.
Now batting the shortstop number 2, Utah Jones.
And that curveball's in there for strike 1. And Utah Jones shows a bunt and pulls it back. The count will even up at 1-1. That's in the turf, and the runner will move to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position here with 2 outs for Utah Jones. Again, leading the team in doubles. Double right here easily would score 2. That pitch misses high and outside. They'll bring the count to 3-1. So you don't want to give them anything easy to hit here, but you also have North Greenville's cleanup hitter and leader in home runs on deck. So you got to kind of pick your poison here. As that pitch misses, now load them up. For Adam Sasser. Because this is his job, cleanup hitter.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10.
Already has a hit today. Coach will come out to talk to his pitcher. There's no action in the bullpen. So now Adam Sasser, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 4th. Big fly here, break this game open. First pitch misses inside to make the count 1-0. Catches the outside corner. They'll even it up for 1-1. Colby Schimmel's got to be careful here. That's ripped. Foul, and the first base coach just dodges that ball. Comes the 1-2 pitch. And that misses low, and that'll even it up at 2-2. It's definitely the biggest at-bat of the game so far. This one pitch will end this inning, and one swing could break open this game. Comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's hit to the first baseman, and he will tag first himself, and that'll end the inning. So North Greenville gets 1 hit and leaves 3 on in the bottom of the 4th as we will head to the top of the 5th here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Hunter Perry will lead it off for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 5th. His first pitch misses for ball 1. That one's in there to make the count 1-1. That's low to make the count 2-1. It's fouled off. Now even it up at 2-2. Stays alive as he fouls off that 2-2 pitch. Giacone with 7 strikeouts. And misses high. Now fill it up. 3-2. He'll walk him.
The designated hitter, Juan Martinez.
They'll bring up the DH, Juan Martinez. Here with the runner on first and no outs. First pitch is popped up, and that'll land foul. Off to first. Try to hold him close. That pitch is in there for strike 2. Perry just 1 for 2 on the season when stealing bases. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll pick off to first again. Perry with not that big of a lead. The 0-2 pitch will be fouled off. Count remains 0-2. He'll swing through that one. Tack on another strikeout for Giacone. So that's number 7 on the game.
The shortstop.
And that will be the first out in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 41, JoJo Allen. Struck out his first at bat. The first pitch misses high. Swings through that one. Now leaving it up at 1-1. Allen calls time. He'll step back in there. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, and that misses low. Great job scooping that one up by John Michael Fail. Again, like I said, this turf, it's just so much more predictable with the balls bouncing versus, traditional fields. So you don't see many pass balls here, as you get the same hop every time. He swings through that one, that will even it up at 2-2. Now it'll call time again. Giacone working really fast here. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of times called by JoJo Allen. One misses high, and now even it up at 3-2. This will be our second full count of the inning. And that one's fouled off, and JoJo Allen stays alive. That one misses low, and that'll be the second walk of the inning. Just like we saw last inning, 2 walks.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, the catcher, Braden Olson.
North Greenville will have a mound visit. Scoot Langus will come out to talk to him. There's no action in the bullpen. No action in the bullpen, as expected, when there's 2 zeros in the top frame for the other team. Here in the top of the 5th. Now I'll bring up Braden Olson, who, like many others, struck out his first at-bat. Now with 2 runners on and just 1 out. See if he can do something. He swings at the first one. to make it strike one. And there's now some action in the North Greenville bullpen as we see a right-hander out there. The 0-1 pitch is fired in there and swung at to make the count 0-2. Giacone looking for strikeout number 9 here. The curveball misses low and inside. Still a pitcher's count here at 1-2. That pitch is swung at and fouled off deep in right field. Now even at the count at 2-2. You know, it just seems like Giacone is throwing strikes are right in there, and they're either swinging or missing, but when he throws a ball, it just seems way off. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he got him. Swung right through it. And that'll be the 9th strikeout of the game. So Mound hasn't really paid off there as it got North Greenville a strikeout. And we'll now see the second baseman, Sean Harrison, come up who struck out in the first inning.
Batting for the Bulldogs, number 6, Noah Allman.
Actually, this will be a pinch hitter. It'll be Noah Allman, the junior infielder. He will come up with 2 outs. The first pitch misses high for ball 1. And that one misses high as well. Count is now 2-0. He swings to that one, tried to crush it. Try and make this just a 1-run game, but instead it makes the count 2-1. Comes a 2-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. Giacone looking for his 10th strikeout of the game here. His ERA on the season is now dipped below 2. It's a 1.83. And Allman will call time before this 2-2 pitch. He'll swing through it. That'll be Giacone's 10th strikeout, and that'll get him out of the 5th inning. So despite walking 2,
batting the right field number 24, Jeffrey Chandler Jr.
Leading off for North Greenville will be Jeffrey Chandler Jr. He's 1 for 2 and has scored twice as he swings at the first one. The first pitch for strike one. Second pitch is blooped out to right field. And that'll land fair. So we get a very fortunate double to lead off the inning. Just hit no man's land and landed right on the line. And I'll bring up John Michael Fail.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, John.
He's walked twice today. Second pitch misses high, and they'll make the count 2-0. John Michael Fail already walked twice today. He swings at that curveball, and that'll be popped foul to make the count 2-1. That misses low. Makes the count 3-1. Three-one pitch. It's hit right to the second baseman. And that'll move the runner over to third. Here with one out in the bottom of the fifth. Your headset on. Now with one out, runner on third. The first pitch is in there for strike one. You see Sean Parsons. He's 0 for 2 at the strikeout today. And that pitch misses high, and they'll even it up at 1-1. Fouled off, and they'll make the count 1-2. The runner on third. Leaving it up at 2-2 as he misses high and outside. one's ripped up the middle. And that'll drive in a run. So I'll now make it 5-0. Sean Parsons tallies a hit for today. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Connor Driscoll. He tallied his first RBI of the season in the second inning.
Stepping in the third baseman, number 9, Connor Driscoll.
The Bulldogs will call a timeout, and have a mound visit. There is action in the bullpen. Right-hander. And while we're in this time out from the action, let's welcome a special guest. You might be familiar with him, Gray Sutherland.
Hi, how are you? Yes, hi, how are you? Let's see, where are we at here in the bottom of the fifth inning? North Greenville leading 4-0. Welcome to Atlantis, or, well, as close as we can get to it here in Tigerville. Now entering our, let's see, what is the 6th straight day of rain?
Something like that.
Anyway.
All right, Gray. Not going to mention it.
Nope, you don't, nope. We're not playing that game. We are not playing that game. No, we don't
I'm
do that.
just saying there are 2 zeros on the scoreboard.
We just let it go.
And one of them, and neither of them is in the air.
Will, you're treading on awfully thin ice. We just got to let it go. We just got to let it go.
There are 2 zeros.
Yes, I know that. I saw that coming down the hill. So Colby Schimmel on the mound for Barton. And this one's hitting the left field. And that is a fair ball. North Greenville trying to put more on the scoreboard here. And Sean Parsons thinking about triple. Pulls up at second, though, but that will be good enough to score another run. And North Greenville continues to rack up the hitting streak. And since I've been here, in the 10 minutes I've been here, they scored 2 runs.
And that'll be Driscoll's second RBI of the season. Came in today with no RBIs. And
he scored Sean Parsons. That was a run. So there's number 9, Connor Driscoll, now standing at second. And the second mound visit here for Barton, and that looks like it's going to be it there for Schimmel.
So now we'll have a new pitcher.
I got to see him throw all for about, 10 minutes. Hunger Games music.
Is that 25?
Let's check it. 25. If it is 25, that is a right-handed pitcher, Chase Long, senior out of Wilson, North Carolina. That is a hometown kid for Barton. Of course, their campus is right there on the, I think it's on the west side of town, pretty close to 95 if you're heading up through Lumberton, Fayetteville, and then a little bit north of that. It's a bit of a drive to get to Wilson. You got to go through Lumberton, then Fayetteville, and then across the intersection with I-40, and it's probably about 90 or so miles before you get to the Virginia state line. The infield still kind of gather around the pitcher's mound. Yes, that is a 25, so that will be the right-hander, senior out of Wilson, North Carolina, Chase Long, who will come in relief for Colby Schimmel. North Greenville leading here 6-0. 8 hits for the Crusaders. And the day is done for Schimmel, and he was your starter, so he will go, 4 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned, walked 4 batters, and got 3 strikeouts. Had 3 wild pitches, so a bit of a shaky go of it there for Schimmel. And allowed 2 doubles, including 1 there to Driscoll, who just plated 2 runs. And through 26 batters faced, he'll go 98 pitches and will finish the game with a 4.19 ERA. So let's see if I can dig up the numbers here on Chase Long. See if I can figure out your organization, what you got going on here.
I don't know.
Now, here's another question for you. Did you get visiting team stats? Yes, here we go.
There we go.
Let's see. Chase Long will come in with a 4.05 ERA, 1 win, no losses. This will be his 5th appearance. And he has only gone 6 2/3 innings. Has given up 6 hits, 3 runs. All of those have been earned. Walked 2, struck out 8, though, for Barton. So trying to keep things level. And Bulldogs are running out of time to try and complete the comeback here. They've got two more innings to do it. Again, first game here, the doubleheader. We'll have a 7-inning game. And then we will go a full 9 in our second game. And Long spiking it in the turf. There goes Driscoll to third. And he is...
Safe.
Yes, he is. He is safe. Had a double check there on the signal for the umpire. Yes, Driscoll is safe. And I want to see how aggressive this North Greenville team will be stealing-wise. They were last year, and if you look at the trend of this team, they have been historically a very aggressive team. Stealing, and here comes Driscoll as the ball gets by the catcher, and Driscoll's going to score easily. So a tough start to the day here for Chase Long, and the Bulldogs committing self-errors, not helping themselves out. They've already got 2 errors on the scoreboard.
And like you were saying about stealing, I was looking at the stats. Just no real stealing numbers would just pop out to you. Other than Jared Williams, 4 for 4. Now I believe he's 5 for 5.
Yeah, Connor Driscoll, that was his first stolen base of the year coming in. And we're going to have the catcher come out and then drop behind the plate. No mound visit there, so Barton going to try and slow things down to let Long get settled, but 1 pitch in the turf. And then 1 that got by the catcher. And North Greenville now leads 7-0, so a freebie there. That also clears the bases as we have Josh Center up to the plate as a 9-spot hitter. Center 0 for 2 today and takes a strike. That's strike 1. Look at a 3-1 count. Barton's infield playing relatively deep at the, not at the edges, but in the middle at second and short. Got JoJo Allen and Christian Marua backed up almost to the edge of the turf as Center fouls it off. He came in batting .208 on the season. Well, thank you. I appreciate your last 2 M&Ms there.
Oh, you're welcome.
I have to catch that between the innings. So 3-2 count with 1 away. Offering to Center. And, he looked at strike 3. That was pretty. Chase Long painting the edge, inside edge on Center, frozen. Now we'll put 2 away and turn the card over to Jeremy Whitehead, second baseman for North Greenville. Again, with the bases empty.
Check out his batting average, Gray.
Well, okay. Good merciful heavens.
Well,
629.
Okay, it's a little lower now.
Okay, well.
It's only like 580.
All right, 580. And how many games are we in the season? 10? And you're batting.
Yep.
595.
Yep. 590.
Okay, that's fair. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice today, and he'll take strike 1. Coach Powell's got to like that coming from your leadoff guy. Actually, your top 3, top 4, really, that batting order.
And then look at John Michael Fail, too. Came in today with a 520 batting average.
And what hasn't John Michael Fail been able to do this season? The last time I was here calling a game, he went like 3 for 4, and it was crazy. He helped plate 2 runs for North Greenville. And after that, went on an absolute tear, including racking up several national awards for Division II. And swing over the top. That is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. That'll do it. Strike 3 there for Whitehead, who will fall to 0 for 3 on the day, so his tough day continues. here against Barton. But we'll head to the top of the 6th as we are through 5. Only 2 more innings to go. North Greenville cleaning up 7-0. And due up for the Bulldogs will be the top of the order with the 1, 2, and 3 spot hitters Jacob Marcos, Troy Maslowski, and Gatlin Pate for the Bulldogs. Down 7 here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Did they not give a name to it? Figured. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Crusaders, number 41, Kim Rollins.
Now we can say that.
Was it Kip Rollins? No, because they have the Kirks extends the whole thing. They can just say you're going to do it. Into the home box and we'll see.
Top of the 6th here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. North Greenville stepping into conference play here in the latter portion of February. And Michael, oh boy, you're going to have to help me with this one.
Giacone.
Giacone? It is Giacone. Yes, it is. Michael Giacone. His day is done. He will go 5 innings, and depending on what you believe in the broadcaster's curse, he has not allowed a hit yet. So if North Greenville wants to keep that alive, this is going to have to be a combined one. But Giacone did not allow a hit, no runs, only 4 walks, struck out 10. So fantastic day for him. As Kip Rawlings fires high and inside, the first man he'll see. No doubles, no triples, no home runs. 18 batters faced. Giacone goes 90 and will finish with a 1.80 ERA for this game. So here's Kip Rawlings to come in to try and keep the trend going, and now have probably jinxed it, as you know how that goes.
Told you not to mention it, Greg.
Well, yeah. Well, we're talking off air trying to figure it out, and got to go over the man's stats, so you got to figure that out one way or another. So here comes Kip Rawlings. He has a 6.35 ERA so far. 1 win, no losses. This will be his 4th appearance, and through 3 2/3, he's given up 4 hits, 3 runs, all those earned, walked 2, and struck out 3. And so here we are, 2-2 count with Kip Rawlings. And the liner down the first base side, foul. And this is Jacob Marcos, a leadoff man, center fielder for Barton today. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Came in batting .353. And a hard liner into left field, and there it goes.
Cursed it, Greg.
Yes, I did, of course.
Hey, you said it.
Well, fine. Giacone did not allow a hit. Kip Rawlings is the first North Greenville pitcher to allow a hit today. So Barton's on the board in one column. Now let's see if they can get it in the other. Hey, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Now here is Troy Maslowski. It was 0 for 1 today with a walk. So Barton with a base runner on for the first, well, they would have had walks with Maslowski. So let's see what they can do. A little bit of momentum here. A base runner on here in the top of the 6th. And fouled off. Barton already starting to get some better cuts on it. Rawlings not able to get downstairs around the knees with the ball. Kind of going high and inside. 1-1 count. High and inside, 2-1. Also, when did we get the space heater? Did the check finally clear?
Yeah, Sepco surprised me with that today.
Yeah, how about
so I'm
that?
very thankful for that. Despite it being about 10 degrees colder today the wind chill is just not here today, like the last time I was here.
And that's surprising because this is a North Greenville baseball game.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, that's a good thing, too.
That space heater would have been very helpful last time I was here.
And hard hit to right center field and right to Jeffrey Chandler, who comes over for it. So that will put Maslowski away, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Scared you messing with that thing. What you gonna do?
I think we're out of propane in it.
Oh, I don't know.
We have 2 other tanks, though.
Joy. There's Gatlin Pate, the third spot hitter. As Maslowski flies out to right field. And Rawlings going right down the middle. Nice little heater for number 41. Pate 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Oh, 1 count. Chops on it, foul it away, 0-2. Still, North Greenville could get out of the inning here. Of course, you got the chance to turn 2 with Marcos at first. First hit of the day there for Barton. Well, they've got a long way to go to catch up. And low and away from Rawlings, ball 1.
Just misses.
I think a little bit more than that. Sorry. Yes, that's my bad. Yes. Colby Warren waiting on deck. And
Same spot.
And just a bit outside there to the righty. Seven nothing. North Greenville leads it here in the top of the 6th. 1 away for Barton. Rawlings trying to get a strikeout here against Pate. And popped up first base side. And I didn't see that one come down, so foul. Last inning, back in the bottom of the 5th, North Greenville went 3 runs, 3 hits, extending the lead to 7. And Rawlings low and away, ball 3, full count. That pitching change, Rawlings taking over from Giacone. And the full count, and throw over to first. Got Adam Sasser over at first, Jeremy Whitehead at second, Utah Jones at short, Connor Driscoll at third, John Michael Fail catching for Rawlings. In the outfield from left to right, Jared Williams, Josh Center, and Jeffrey Chandler, Jr. And swing and a miss there from Pate. Rawlings got him on the off speed, and that's 2 away. Pate was camping on a fastball all day.
And that's been a trend all day. Just these Bulldogs hitters just swinging and missing at fastballs, a strikeout.
Kind of like see if I remember back when the Braves had both Uptons. There's a chopper back up the middle and through the gap to center field. And that's a hit for Colby Warren. He'll keep the streak alive. And Barton, all of a sudden, with 2 runners on. Well, this might be the best Barton has gotten all day, is it?
What was that?
It's the best inning they've looked so far.
Giacone walked a couple in 2 different innings, so they've had first and second twice before this inning. But one of those ended in a double play, and the other was a couple strikeouts that ended it.
So far, but 2 hits in this inning already for Barton.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Hunter Pierre, 0 for 1 with a walk. And Kip Rawlings getting in there for a strike, 1-1 count. I'm kind of surprised that both coaches I think both coaches have pulled their starters now. Normally like to Only a 7-inning game. Normally you try and let them go the distance. This one's hitting the right field. Barton trying to go home. Nope, they're going to hold the runner at third.
Well, load him up.
They single to right field for for Hunter Pierre. Colby Warrens at second, Marcos at third. The bases loaded here for the DH, Juan Martinez.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs, the designated hitter.
Basically, the trend is for this game, too. Of course, you got a 9-inning game coming up after this one. You normally don't. I haven't seen a reliever come in because you like to keep your arms fresh for that third game. So, interesting strategy. See if it pays off. And Rawlings missing up high again. 1-0. Martinez 0 for 2 today, a pair of strikeouts. Batting .312 coming in. Has the bases loaded for Barton here in the top of the 6th. That would really help out the Bulldogs' cause. And Rawlings giving it to him right down the middle, daring him to go after it. Nice little curveball, gets to 1-1. There's a 1-1. Hacked on and foul, strike 2. So a chance here for Kip Rawlings to get out of the inning.
Very important pitch here.
Without allowing any damage after coming in relief. Yeah, Michael Giacone, the lefty junior, started. As the offering comes and a slow dribbler right to second, flip to short. And that'll do it. Yeah, good connection there between Jeremy Whitehead coming over to field it. Utah Jones covering second. They'll take it. So Barton loads them up. No damage done, though, as Kip Rawlings loads them up, but holds off the run. So it's still 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. North Greenville leading 7-0. 7 runs on 8 hits. Barton, no runs with 3 hits. And so that was no runs on 3 hits, no errors. 3 left on there for Barton. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. North Greenville adding any more insurance if they need it. And the 2, 3, and 4 spot hitters coming up, Jared Williams, Utah Jones, and Adam Sasser here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Bulldogs, number 43, Donovan Wakeman.
Wish I was in Atlanta right now. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th here from Ray and B. Dillard Field on the campus of North Greenville University. Another pitching change for Barton. Donovan Waitman will come in to replace Chase Long, who will go 2/3 of an inning, did not give up a hit or run, and got 2 strikeouts against North Greenville. Did have a wild pitch that did score a run, but that, I believe, was charged to Colby Schimmel. So the rest of the numbers for Long, only 2 batters faced through 9 pitches, finishes with a 3.68 ERA. So the numbers on Waitman, number 43, 5.40 ERA, 2 wins, no losses. And this will be his 4th appearance through 6 2/3. He's given up 6 hits, 4 runs, all of those earned. Has walked 3 and struck out 6. And he will be facing it should be the 2, 3, and 4 spot hitters for North Greenville, and a big hack and a miss at it from Jared Williams. 1 for 2 today with a run scored, a walk, a strikeout, and 2 stolen bases. 1, another hack and a miss. Down low and inside, ball, strike 2. And Waitman not wasting any time. Looks like he wants to get it to the top of the 7th. And Barton's got to make up 7 to tie, send it into extras. 8 to win outright. Of course, if this game does go into extras, that means the third game will be 7 innings. That's still how it works, I believe. That's the last time I checked, that's still how it works.
Yep.
And strikeout recorded for Whitman as Jared Williams will go down relatively easily, swinging at 2, low and inside.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Utah Jones.
There's Utah Jones, a shortstop. Nice walk-up music for him. And that one doesn't make it to the plate. Ball 1. Jones today 0 for 2 with a walk. For the shortstop. NGU shortstop. And sends a ball flying to right field. And that one should be gone if it isn't. And somehow it did not make it out of here. And Utah Jones will have a stand-up double as that one was clobbered to right field. And Jones on base with a double.
See, due to all the mist we had earlier, we're farther back in our booth, so we can't really see out to our left. So I guess I just landed right on the warning track. Because, I mean, that was crushed.
Yeah, I thought that one was out of here because the outfielders really started moving, apart from the right fielder, who I guess was tracking it down. But nice double for Utah Jones. And here is first baseman Adam Sasser's 1 for 3 today with a run and a strikeout. And he clobbers one to right center field. This one hanging up, back, and that one is definitely out of here.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be collecting that one after the game. And if that could have been about 7 feet lower. So Adam Sasser, 2-run shot, more or less right over us. And that makes it 9-0. That's the 10th hit for North Greenville today.
Oh, yeah, Gray, the one game you missed last year, we had the ball come in the booth.
Yeah, I'm still kind of bitter about that.
You'll get your chance one day.
Well, define one day. So here's Jeffrey Chandler Jr. and Barton pitching, struggling today. That one misses downstairs. That's the second time Waitman's done that. Chandler today might have the best stat line I've seen so far. 2 for 3 with a double, and 3 runs have been scored from Chandler. And at the knees, ball 2. Two-0, low and away. That will be ball 3. At this point, if it would just stop raining for 5 seconds, I would take that. It's 3-0. And clobbered to left field. That one tailing foul and off the batting cage. 3-1. North Greenville came to swing today. Brought the big boy bats. And that is ball 4, missing below the knees. Of course, North Greenville, a little bit of a ways to go to catch up to their numbers from yesterday. They beat Barton 16-1. As here is John Michael Fail.
Number 13, John Michael Bell.
Chandler on first here with 1 away. First offering, dropped by the catcher. Failed today, 0 for 1, 2 walks, and believe that is on purpose. Barton may have done their homework there on the breakout star for North Greenville so far this season. And a slow dribbler right back to the pitcher. Fires it to the shortstop. No chance to turn. Actually, they will have a chance to turn to. And
They got it.
yeah, a bit of a clunky double play, but Barton gets it done. So the double play ground out for Thale will end the inning. That will do it for the top, or the bottom of the sixth. Then North Greenville tacks on 2 more, courtesy of, I believe it was Adam Sasser who clobbered that one. Sasser with a 2-run shot scores him and Utah Jones. Makes it 9-0. We head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for Barton. North Greenville there, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. So the last chance for the Bulldogs will be the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. They'll come down to JoJo Allen, Braden Olson, and Christian Morua. We come back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Toasty right knee.
I'm trying to put it farther back, but like if you move it, it turns off itself. It's like a safety feature. So I'm trying to move it back, but every time I do, it turns itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the mound of the Crusaders, number 32, Duncan Callahan.
Dude, yeah, my leg was keeping up pretty quickly.
Back here for the top of the 7th from the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. North Greenville leading 9-0. New pitcher on the mound for NGU. This will be number 32, Duncan Callahan, a right-handed redshirt sophomore out of Hamer, South Carolina. Transfer from Florence Darlington Tech, so I can guess the area where that is, if it is around Darlington area. And looking down the stat sheet, I don't see Callahan's name. And yes, this North Greenville baseball sheet, I don't think Callahan has pitched any this year through these 10 games that North Greenville's played. You got your starters, Giacone, Kirk, Burgess, and Gardner. And then, do not see number 32 on there. So this will be the first action of the year for Callahan here to try and put Barton away. North Greenville leading 9-0.
The shortstop, JoJo Allen.
JoJo Allen will be the first man he meets. 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Also, Will, Brave Springs training starts today. Guess who they're playing in their exhibition series?
The Mets?
Absolutely. Callahan missing outside, ball 1. Yes, they are playing the Mets. Alan Ellis confirms.
Just one more month, just about, for a regular season to start.
There's a 1-0. And I saw a golf swing there from Allen, but they'll foul it off, strike 1. And if this stat line holds through 2 games, Barton has been outscored, 25-1 through 2 games if North Greenville can finish this out. Going to check my math on that real quick. And again, another low swing right over to third. Driscoll gets it, but again, foul. Yes, that is 25. 16, in case you're wondering, 16 plus 9 is 25. We've still got a third game coming up. I think it's 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes I like to get turned around quick and go, especially with the weather in the area. I bet they're going to try and do that. Another low swing right to third, and again, foul. I don't see any defensive changes, so Coach Powell electing to keep the starters out there defensively, try and finish out Barton. Go up to take the first 2 conference games of this series as Allen swings past it, strike 3. That's one away for Callahan. North Greenville last year was exemplary. It was fantastic through conference play. I know they had tough series against Mount Olive and Belmont Abbey, and I know they lost 1 game to Mount Olive here at home. That was the only game they lost at home all year last year. First pitch fouled off here. Barton. And they pretty much just dominated the rest of the conference against Barton, Southern Wesleyan. Those series against Belmont Abbey and Mount Olive, those were the tough ones. Here's the 0-1, and off the nose of the bat, right to first. Can he flip back to the pitcher? Yes, Sasser to Callahan, 2 away. Sasser having to adjust to that one a little bit, adjust his body to get it back going the other way. So the last hope for Barton will be Christian Morua. The pitch hitter came in a couple innings ago. And he'll watch ball 1 go by. Waiting on a 1-0. And off the nose of the bat and through the gap into center field. So Marua delivers. And having a pretty decent day pitch hitting wise for Barton. That keeps the inning alive for the Bulldogs at least. We'll turn the card over back to Jacob Marcos. And Barton, yes, they have 4 hits on the scoreboard, but all 4 of those hits have come in the last 2 innings in the 7th and 6th. Before that, they did not have one. Here's Marcos, 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. And hacks at the first one to foul it off. And John Michael Phil having trouble fielding it. Got away from him. The 1-1 count, 2 away. Ground ball in the infield ends it here. Offering and outside. 2-1.
Just barely.
Now let's try it again. 2-1 count. From Callahan. And no doubt about that one. That was right in the middle. Strike 2. So 2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Barton down to the last strike here for game 2. And on the offer. Fouled away. Callahan trying to jam Marcos inside on the riser. We'll try it again. The 2-2. One away, 3-2. Barton has dialed down the aggressiveness here for the top of the 7th. They're going to try and let Callahan come to them. So on the payoff, runner goes, and it's a walk anyway as Callahan skips it off the catcher.
He's going to advance to third. Runners on the corners now.
Yeah, that's definitely not what North Greenville needed. No, they like to keep the shutout at least.
The right fielder, Troy Meslowski.
The wild pitch skipped off the pads of John Michael Feld. First and third here for Barton. Still playing baseball here for game 2. This will bring up Troy Meslowski. 0 for 2 today with a walk. And still missing outside, 1-0. Next offering lifted to right center. Josh Center coming over for it, and he's got it, and that will put it away. So Barton taking advantage of the North Greenville pitching changes. They get to third, but no further. And so while North Greenville will lose the combined no-hitter, still take a lot of positive out of it. Michael Giacone did have a no-hitter through 5. North Greenville will win game 2, 9-0 here over the Barton Bulldogs. So that will pick North Greenville's record up to 8-3, 7-1 here on the home turf. And this will be their second conference win, as this is the opening conference series of the season for North Greenville. Barton, meanwhile, will fall to 10-7. My goodness, they played 17 games already this season. They will fall to 1-5 on the road, 0-2 in conference play. Take a look at the home numbers here for North Greenville. Jeremy Whitehead, despite having the .629 batting average coming in, falls today 0 for 3. Jared Williams goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Utah Jones also 1 for 3. Adam Sasser, a good day, 2 for 4, including a 2-run shot. Jeffrey Chandler, 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, a double and a walk for Chandler there. John Michael Feld quiet today, 0 for 2. Sean Parsons goes 1 for 3. And I'm going to go ahead and offer up my player of the game candidate, Connor Driscoll. 3 for 3, a run scored, 2 RBIs, a double, and 2 stolen bases for Connor Driscoll. So a good day for him, and Josh Center will round it out as he goes 0 for 3. Michael Giacone will pick up the win. That is his 3rd of the season. 5 innings pitched, no hits allowed, no runs allowed, walked 4, struck out 10 for Giacone as he will go through 90 pitches and finish with a 1.44 ERA. So for the Bulldogs, they picked up 4 hits through those last couple of innings. Jacob Marcos with 1, Colby Warren with 1, Hunter Pierre with 1, and then Christian Morua, pitch hitting, also gets 1. That wraps up the hitting there for Barton. The loss will go to Colby Schimmel. He falls to 1-1 on the season. And that will do it for us here for game number 2. So we'll get set for game 3 coming up. North Greenville now looking for the sweep over the Barton Bulldogs to sweep the conference series opener right here at home. So one more time here from Rainby Dillard Field. Final score for game 2, 9-0. North Greenville wins it. We'll bring you back here for game 3 coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Stay tuned at NGUathletics.com and the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We'll be right back for game 3.